time is over. Now let's go make some kid-friendly dinners. To start us off, we are making this creamy chicken and egg noodles. This is probably my top kids' is like 5 favorite recipes ever. So when I made it the first time, my kids just loved it. It is good. It's simple, but it's a recipe that my husband and I also love too. So it's not just like kid friendly. But to your pot on the stove, add in about 3 tablespoons of butter. Next, I'm adding in 1 diced yellow onion. If your little ones aren't super big fans of like onion, of course you don't have to add it in, but my kids don't even notice that it's in there. Next, I'm adding in my carrots. You could add in like 3 large carrots that you slice or dice. And then I'm going to add in my chicken. I'm using about 1.5 pounds to 2 pounds of chicken, and I'm going to cook this for about 3 to 4 minutes. Chicken doesn't need to be completely cooked through, just start cooking it through. Now that my chicken is partially cooked through, not all the way, I just added in a few more tablespoons of butter. Next, add in about 1 tablespoon of minced garlic and your 3 tablespoons of all-purpose flour. We're basically making a roux right now with the flour and the butter. The roux is gonna help thicken up the sauce in the end and kind of make it a little bit more creamy. I don't know about your little ones, but my little ones love anything like creamy, like any type of creamy sauce. They're just so into it. But let this cook for a couple more minutes. It's going to take the bitterness out of the flour. So the flour will be a little bit bitter, but cooking it with the food for a couple minutes just helps remove that bitterness. This is already smelling so good, but now I'm going to add in my seasonings, Italian seasoning. My little ones really like Italian seasoning. I'm also adding in paprika, a little bit of pepper, and add in your salt, and then your broth. The broth is going to help make the sauce in the end. And then give this a stir. This is gonna simmer on your stove for about 15 minutes. You basically just want that chicken cooked through. Now over to this pot on the stove, I'm going to add in about 12 ounces of egg noodles. Egg noodles are one of my favorite types. Oh, I'll have to add more water to my pot, but egg noodles are like one of my favorite noodles to cook with just because they cook super quick. And then they're one of my kids' favorite noodles to eat just because they're easy. Oh, hello, dear. Oh, that's fine. Now that my noodles are tender, I am just going to strain the noodles. And then after I'm through straining them, I am going to add them into the pot where the chicken is at. So I'm adding the noodles right in there. And then to go along with the noodles, I'm adding in about 1/2 cup of heavy cream. Give it a little stir, let it cook for a couple more minutes. And then there you go. This is ready to serve. And my little ones love this dinner, huh? Yeah, we love it. All right, that's done. Oh, you could tell that it is mealtime in my house. I am glad this one got finished so quickly. It just smells so rich and delicious. It is a family favorite over here. This dinner is like warm, cozy, comforting. It is so good, and the added bonus is that my little ones absolutely love it. They eat bowls and bowls of it. Now we're making these orange chicken nuggets. So for this recipe, you'll start with a bag of chicken nuggets. I'm using 30 ounces of chicken nuggets. You could use any brand, any type of chicken nuggets that you like or have on hand. I just found this at the store. But lay them out onto your sheet pan, and then you're going to bake these or air fry these according to the package instructions. Don't knock this recipe till you try it. Now we're making the orange chicken sauce. So it's 1 cup of orange marmalade. That smells so good. This really makes it like a little bit sweet and gives it that like traditional orange chicken taste. So measure out your 1 cup. I like this marmalade because it does have like little orange peel pieces in it as well, as you see like right here. Really yummy. But add it into your bowl, and then you're going to add in 1/2 cup of barbecue sauce. Any brand will do for the barbecue sauce. Then add in 3 tablespoons of soy sauce. Just microwave this for about a minute at a time. You basically want the marmalade, you want everything to get combined together, and you want it to create one delicious orange chicken sauce. I just took this out of the microwave. Here's what it's looking like. I'm going to give it a little stir. This is how it should be looking, this sauce. So it is ready for the chicken nuggets. My chicken nuggets are still in the oven for a little bit longer, but once they are out of the oven, all you have to do is coat the chicken nuggets in this, and you made easy, delicious chicken nugget orange chicken that your little ones are going to love. Now that my nuggets are through cooking, I'm just going to remove them. Oh wow, that's a heavy pan. I'm just going to take them and throw them into a large bowl. I'm adding that orange sauce. And now your goal is to coat the nuggets in the sauce. And then there you go. Oh, that smells so good. So basically chicken nuggets that don't taste like chicken nuggets, they taste like your regular orange chicken. It smells like fresh oranges. It smells like how you want orange chicken to smell and taste like. I'm just serving it alongside of a bed of rice with sliced green onions over the top. I've served this with broccoli, serve this with green beans, serve this with peas, serve it with anything you want. That is so good. That orange chicken sauce, I like serving it with rice because it the sauce soaks into the rice. The barbecue sauce and soy sauce, it's an odd combination, but it works so well together. This is a family hit. Now we are making these hamburger tacos. They might look a little different, but they are so good. They are family favorites. My husband loves them. I love them. My little ones love them. So it's a 1/3 cup of mayonnaise. Sorry, my mayonnaise is like getting low. And then you're going to add in your ketchup. Oh my goodness. Your yellow mustard. Also add in your dill relish. And then you are going to let this sit in the fridge. My husband and I love relish. My little ones don't particularly like this special sauce, which is totally fine. They just like their hamburger tacos with traditional ketchup. But I'm basically making this sauce for my husband and I. I'll add in a little bit more ketchup. And then I'm going to let this sit in the refrigerator while I start on my hamburger tacos. I have about a pound of ground beef here. You want to roll your ground beef into either like 4 or 5 balls. I'm going to do about 5 balls today. And then we're going to put them on our tortillas. And then that's how you make the hamburger tacos. It's very easy. Also, I do want to mention, if you don't want to use ground beef for this recipe, you could always use ground chicken or ground turkey. Those are great substitutes for ground beef. I have my hamburger balls right here. I'm just going to season them with a dash of salt and pepper, and I have my large pan on the stove heating up right now. If you want to use hamburger seasonings for your burgers, you certainly can. So place your hamburger balls just on your pan like this. Also, my kids are playing in the background if you hear my little ones. I'm using the little street tortillas just because I like them the size. They make for like the perfect size. So you're going to grab a tortilla, and then with your meat, push it down. You want that meat to be like as flat as possible. The flatter, the better, I always like to think when I'm making this recipe, just because the meat cooks super evenly that way. And then you want the meat to be all over your tortilla, just for best results. So go ahead. Actually, I'll take one of these out for now, just because I don't think they're all gonna fit on the pan. So just removed one. Let me move this one over. These hamburger tacos are great for like an easy weeknight meal because they're so versatile. You could top them with anything you want, top them with cheese if you want. You could even make this like taco themed. So you could like season with taco seasoning instead of like salt and pepper and do taco toppings inside. But today we're doing like traditional American hamburgers. So easy but delicious. After about 4 to 5 minutes of cooking, I'm just going to flip it over and they're going to continue to cook on the other side. So just let your burgers cook. Look at how like crispy and golden they're getting. It's gonna taste like a little bit caramelized. Oh, so yummy. If you have like a Blackstone or one of those flat cooktops, you could of course do it on that. I just don't have one, but doing it on the stove is perfectly fine. We love these hamburger tacos so much. Now that they've been cooking for a couple of minutes on this side, I'm going to put slices of American cheese over the top, and it's going to get a little melty while that other side continues to cook. There we go. Now that the outside, as you see, it's like crispy and a beautiful golden color. Once it's like that and your meat is completely cooked through, all you have to do is assemble your hamburger tacos. So just top them with anything you want. That's what I'm gonna do right now. Here's what it looks like. We just topped ours with lettuce, onion, and a little bit of that special sauce. Top it with anything you want. This is my type of hamburger. These are absolutely delicious. Now we're making this sour cream noodle bake. I started making this when my husband and I first got married, and I have been making it since, and my little ones just absolutely love it. So I have a pound of Italian sausage right here. I'm just adding it to my pan on the stove. Just break it up and cook it through. If you don't care for Italian sausage, or your little ones don't like Italian sausage, just use ground beef as a substitute. Ground beef tends to be a little bit more on the mild side. Now into the pot behind the sausage, I'm going to add in my egg noodles. You'll use about 10 ounces of egg noodles for this recipe. The best way I could describe this recipe is kind of like spaghetti and lasagna had a baby. It's really good and it's simple, high in protein, and like I said, my little ones absolutely love it. Now that my sausage is basically cooked through, I'm just going to remove any excess grease from my pan, just so it's not too greasy in the end. I'm just doing it with a paper towel. I find that this works best to absorb grease. Just wiggle a paper towel around in there. That way you don't have to dirty up a strainer by adding it into a strainer. So just absorb your grease. Now I'm going to add in my minced garlic along with a 15-ounce can of tomato sauce. Next, add in your seasonings. I'm using salt, pepper, and Italian seasoning. I'm keeping it fairly simple today, but it actually is really flavorsome and delicious in the end. Give this a little stir, and you're going to let this simmer on your stove for about 5 minutes, just so the meat and the sauce gets absorbed together. I just strained my cooked egg noodles, and now I'm going to go back and grab my sausage. This has been simmering for a few minutes. So I have a large bowl right here, and we were making the noodle cheesy mixture. Also, this recipe is on page 154 in my new cookbook called Make It Simple. I have tons of like little one friendly recipes in both my cookbooks, but this one just has a bunch of like dump and go easy recipes. So anyway, if you have my cookbook, open to that page. Add your egg noodles right into your bowl. Next, add in a half a cup of sour cream. Trust the process. This is so good. The sour cream adds a bit of richness. I added in about 1.5 cups of that cottage cheese. Next, I'm adding in my Parmesan cheese, and then add in about 1/2 cup of cheddar cheese. And I'm going to give this a good stir. Just mix it super well. Since the noodles are hot, it is going to help soften the sour cream, and then it will help melt the cheese a little bit. But we are baking this, so of course, it's going to get super cheesy in the oven while it bakes. I have my 9x13 baking dish. I'll just place it right here. I'm going to spray it with plenty of nonstick spray. And then right into the baking dish, I'm going to add a little bit of the sauce mixture. We're kind of going to be layering this. So add a little bit of that sauce mixture. I'll spread it out. And then over the top of that, I'm going to add 1/2 cup of the sour cream noodle cheesy mixture. Oh, yummy. And then I'm going to add a little bit more of that beef mixture, just kind of half of whatever I had left. Don't feel like you're going to mess it up if you do too much on one layer like I kind of did versus like another layer. It just all tastes the same in the end. You could basically stir this together and it just tastes yummy. You could also add an onion to this recipe. I've added onions in the past while like the sausage is cooking, and that is so yummy, but I'm just skipping on the onion for today. Over the top, I'm going to add a little bit more cheddar cheese because why not? Then this is gonna bake in a preheated oven to 350 degrees for about 25 to 30 minutes. My sour cream noodle bake is finished baking in the oven. This also makes for a great freezer meal. So I've made this into a freezer meal in the past, and it actually works out really well, like a freezer casserole. It is sizzling and oh, so cheesy and delicious. This is just a classic dinner that I love making in my house. You can make it when you have like friends over, family over, or just like a easy weeknight dinner. Absolutely delicious. The cheddar cheese adds like a sharp cheese taste about it. The sauce is so good with that sausage. It's like not too overpowering, that sauce, so you get like creamy mixture, everything. It just works so well together. This is such a good family dinner. We love it. Now we are making this one pot sausage pasta. It starts out with 1 pound of ground beef. This is a very easy recipe because, like I said, it is a 1-pot dinner. So 1-pot wonder, love those. We just love this one. It's such an easy, good dinner. Now that my sausage is cooked through, I'm adding in 3 cups of water. This is literally a dump and go one pot meal. Next, I'm adding in my pasta. I'm using penne pasta today, but you could use any pasta. You want to use about 12 ounces of that. Next, add in about 24 ounces of pasta sauce. I'm using the Hunt's. A little dash of Italian seasoning. And you'll give this a stir, and you want to let it simmer on your stove for about 18 minutes or until that pasta is tender. And the pasta will absorb a lot of that liquid in the pot. Here's what it looks like all plated up. I also am serving this with a ranch salad. This is very similar to like traditional spaghetti, but in my honest opinion, it is a lot better. It just has more flavor. And then also you're cooking everything in one pot. Absolutely delicious dinner, and I just did it with like one of those bag salads. I love those bag salads so much. They make for a good, easy dinner. I have so many more videos like this on my channel, so make sure you're subscribed so you don't miss the next one. Bye for now.